Hello? Hello? Mic test. Mic test. Is anyone out there? Oh man, there is nothing. No, there's lots of stuff, but it's like, uh, is there anything up there? The world's so huge. The world's so big. The ecosystem is so large. So many things. I know that there's things in the lake there, but besides that, there's nothing. Nothing at Raikaya. I know there's a river over here. There really ain't nothing much. Nothing. It's just boring as a river. Gotta be something to do. We fished there. It's nothing there. Yeah, we literally fished. There was nothing there. Why would anything be there? Mm-hmm. Nothing to buy either. What's even the river flow right now? The river flow's still 100. That's too fast to do anything there. What's the weather like? Let me check the weather. The weather is it's windy today. Tomorrow's gonna be 27 degrees. That's that's gonna be hot. It's gonna be very hot. Oh man, is what are we even doing today? All right, yeah, my webcam. We live? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Room's kind of messy, but I'll deal with that later. What are we doing today? Not really sure. Kinda want to check the wind speeds. Looks like New Zealand's pretty windy here. Is there anything to do there? Looks like we got green in Christchurch. Looks like we got quite a lot of green in Dunedin. Queenstown's looking alright. A lot of wind over here. Twisel's looking pretty empty, pretty quiet. Let's look at the forecast. Let's have a look. Oh, it gets windier. It does get windier. By how much though? 12, 13 knots, 14 knots. Twisel's not very windy. Typical, really. Over here, Picton's around 10 knots. Okay, the wind's not looking too bad. This is for Wednesday. Yeah. Honestly, okay. Wednesday's fine. Thursday's fine. Looks like the wind forecast for a couple of days is alright. Thursday's absolutely fine. Yeah, Thursday's completely fine. Yeah, Thursday's pretty good to go, which is tomorrow. Friday's looking decent. So it's only right now at around 12 p.m. Slightly windy with a bit of wind, but overall though it's not bad. Yes, nothing really bad. So how many days is that? That's 24 hours. Then we're getting around 48 hours. 48 hours. Okay, it's looking pretty alright to me. Nothing big. Nothing big at all. Nope. It's looking it's looking pretty fine for the next couple of days. Let me quickly check the weather app and just see the temperature it's gonna be. It's gonna be pretty much very, very hot tomorrow. Some clouds. So it's summer. Well, it's summer now, pretty much. Things are looking good. The wind's all right, so any kind of adventures will be all right. Google Maps. Let's see here. Nothing in Christchurch. Is there anything in Kaikoura? Nothing really much in Kaikoura. Is there anything in Auckland? I don't even want to go to Auckland. What am I supposed to do in Auckland, bro? What am I supposed to do in Auckland? I know the traffic there is pretty bad. Gonna get jumped or something. I don't know. Never been to Auckland. Does Auckland have any good? I don't know. Nothing to do. We could go to Lake Tekapo. We could go to Lake Tekapo and chill in the van. Is there even any fish in Lake Tekapo? I know there is some fish in the canals, but besides that, though, I mean, like, what do I want to catch a salmon in Twizel? How much even is a salmon fish now in these days? How much is a salmon fish? How much does it cost me to just buy one? High country salmon. I actually own the ETH thing, so it's probably lost it now. Shop online. How much is a salmon now? Like $100. I don't even look that good. I'm over food, bro. Man, I mean, for the past 2 hours, I have just been. Is that rendering now? Is that exporting? So it turns out to export around 2 something terabytes of data with the MacBook Mini takes substantially a lot of time. Even if the MacBook Mini. What's weird though is that if I quickly look at the specs on this thing, the Mac Mini, the CPU isn't even being used. CPU's got like it's like 90% idle, and then the memory is like slightly. It's still got so many caches. The energy is doing fine. The disk is doing all right. Memory, network. So it's just a program that's a bit bottlenecked. Maybe I don't know, but you kind of just let it be passive. You can always just do it overnight. Probably should just do stuff overnight. Anyways, yeah. So kind of just watched YouTube for like 2 hours. After looking at YouTube, there is so much content out there. So many ecosystems made me really think a lot. It's kind of like, well, as part of my ecosystem, where we're kind of chilling. What do I even need to do in this room anymore? I feel like we've kind of perfected the things. Well, we've opened it up quite a lot. We're kind of getting used to the open gate on the iPhone system. That's pretty good. Only realistic thing I'm waiting for is my goddamn small rig UV light. But then I've kind of realized that we don't even need to use a VND filter. Could probably just do auto. Not really sure. I'll figure it out. Besides that, though, what else is there? Yeah, there's not really too much in my setup. I mean, what needs to go on the Gulag? The DisplayPort can go on the Gulag. The monitor arm can go on the Gulag. That keyboard can probably go into Gulag as well. Don't really need to use that keyboard and, you know, when it comes to some devices around here, everything's got its own purpose, you know. Honestly, the MacBook Air right now is just used as a mirror monitor. So when the PC is using the monitor, I've got the MacBook Air playing the MacBook Mini screen, so I can at least see what's going on. It's just taking its sweet time in trans in rendering 2 TB of data. I don't really know. It does this thing. Sure, it takes a few hours, but at least it gets the job done pretty well. But a PC could probably do the same thing, so I guess you could upgrade a PC, maybe. What else did it do? I was thinking about video games and stuff, but like, man, I mean, look, you look at YouTube for like 2 hours and stuff, and it's kind of like, wow, there is so much content, so many ecosystems, and it really makes you think, like, what can we do? What can I do right now? You know, our mission for the past week or so was to kind of get used to the ecosystem that I built. And honestly, we've kind of hit that point where it's like, well, back to streaming. What games I did to play though? What are most people's problems we need to solve? How can we help? What can we do to benefit? What can we do? And then like I could think about it. I could be selfish. No, I could also be helpful. Do I need money right now? Not really. Crypto's gone down, but it's kind of like, it's just hold. So there's nothing really there. So if I had a lot of money, what would I do? Is there any upgrades I need to do? It's like a video game. What kind of upgrades are there right now? Pulse Elite's working fine. So headset's doing fine. Keyboard. Yep, got a keyboard. Got a mouse. Yep. Got a monitor. Yep. Got a webcam. Yep. Got a second monitor for streaming. Yep. Got a secondary PC, which is the Mac Mini, doing rendering tasks. Yep. Could I split? Could I split the effort and have 2 Mac Minis? Could I get a faster Mac Mini? Well, as I look at the, if I look at the data right now on the MacBook Air that is streaming the MacBook Mini's progress, seems like the Mac Mini itself is not even bottlenecked. What's actually bottlenecked is just the software. Simply just the software taking its time, but I don't really blame them because they're dealing with 2 TB of data. Maybe it would run faster if it was on a internal SSD. Maybe. I mean, how much is Apple's? Should we go configure something? But I mean, we don't even need. Let's have a look here. Mac Mini is what we kind of use right now. You're gonna dox me? I don't really care. I mean, everything is running good. It's just the internal storage that's a tiny bit slow. What if I wanted to upgrade it? If I wanted to upgrade it, I'd probably, again, for the workflow we have right now, the CPU is fine. We don't even need to upgrade the CPU. Perhaps the RAM would be something I would upgrade. Uh, you know, perhaps the RAM would be something upgrade. No need for the CPU. I've looked at the data. The CPU is chilling. So honestly, 24 gigs is enough RAM. Don't even know if you need more than that. Why is the maximum storage only 2 TB? That's not even enough. We need like, do I have to go for the Pro to get more than 2 TB? How many terabytes 8 TB is 4,000 800 New Zealand dollars. Oh man, that's insane. Terabytes are insane. The Mac Studio. I swear, maybe the PC is faster. What kind of PC can we even get? PVTech. Can we even make it PC right now? Should we try make a PC? Promotions PC. If I wanted to make a beefy PC, I would probably just get the most storage. Gaming PC, obviously. I would probably just go with an RTX 5070 Ti. The CPU should be fine. CPU's chilling. RAM is RAM would probably be 32 gigabytes. I would probably just go for like I'll probably just get the maximum, the best of the best for the RAM. Yep. So I'll have the max for that. And then the NVMe storage is what I'd be juicily looking for. What is the highest one you can buy? Really? Only 4 terabytes? Can the motherboard hold more than one NVMe? Uh, it looks like it's only can hold like one. How do I have what's a good motherboard that holds two? Perhaps you need to get an RDX 5090. I don't know, I'm not a PC expert. Just not a PC expert, just want something that is it's a lot of data. 5090 Intel PC. Let me guess the motherboard can hold more than two NVMe slots. One. Can it only hold one? Thought it could hold more than one. Two M.4. Huh? What you mean by that? Whatever. So besides that though, okay, yeah, sure, PC stuff, blah blah blah. Money is money. MacBook. Because at the end of the day, even if you have lots of storage, you're still using the 4 terabytes to plug into the phone. So what else can we do to improve the earth and stuff? Man, it's so big. Like what can we do? I mean, like I could drive all the way to, Twizel and get like a salmon or something. And then once I get the salmon, well, it's just on YouTube. Wow, I caught a salmon, drove all the way there and caught a salmon. Wow, we caught a salmon. That's cool. Now what? How do I even own a salmon? Why would I even own a salmon farm? Feel like if I wanted to own a farm of something, I would try and make it beneficial. So, what does the world need right now? Well, the world needs more enemies. Yeah, that's like the main problem. We're so bored. We need some new threat to fight. That's why we need to find like aliens to like start a war with or something or take it. We need conquest because right now we're just fighting each other. what can I do to help though? I do want to like make it like a robot army or something, but how do I do that? I should get like a whiteboard. I do have a whiteboard. Interesting. I mean, I already set up this disc. This disc is alright. I could play games. Could play games. What games would I play? I haven't got Steam downloaded yet. Could play StarCraft, but I feel like when I played StarCraft, I've kind of got the gist on how to play the game already. It's kind of just mass build drone ships and then win the game. We could try that again. Not bad. What else can we do to help the world? One thing I do know is that the most of the population struggles from boredom. They get bored, so they find things on YouTube to watch for entertainment. There's so much content on YouTube and so many ecosystems. It's kind of so overwhelming. I think it's because actually I think it's pretty easy for majority of you guys to get hooked on YouTube. It's just that for me, I'm not a consumer. I'm more of a producer. So it's harder for me to kind of get addicted to watching stuff because I know that I'm not in that class. So that's why when I first spent like 2 hours on YouTube, I was just going through a whole bunch of ecosystems, just looking at people. And at the end of the day, you kind of just have to do your own thing and record yourself. You know, your own ecosystem is probably the best way to go. So I want to try to do something impactful or something. I know my clone used to do streaming, you know. I think the main thought about that streaming thing was that people were bored and they wanted to use up some time because people get bored and don't know what to do. Actually, no, because the majority of people just watch stuff. That's the thing. For me, it's like, what can I do? But for you guys, you just find the most whatever you're feeling like, and you just watch that streamer or watch that YouTuber, and then once you finish watching whatever they produce, you move on to something else until that one person produces something again. Humans and their cycles and stuff like that. But the main mission is to really just make humans at the top of the galactical chain. So how do we do that? Well, Elon Musk is doing his thing. He's doing all right, and then the other guys are doing all right. Well, what can I do to help? Can I help? But I want to help in my own way. I don't want to help as in being part of that class. I want to help. I want to make the moves, and then I'm pretty sure when I come to that realization is that hey, I want to join. I want to help. Okay, prove it. How do I prove it? Well, get big online, and then maybe if you well, I mean, you will, but like get big online, and once you get big online, you can join us. Okay, so so that's what I gotta do. Just do my thing until you guys select me. Well, the thing is, though, Wong, is we kind of already know what you're doing. We've been watching everything. It's just that we're not gonna put you up yet. We're just gonna see how long you last. Your first clone didn't last very long, but it's okay because we did that on purpose so you could make sure you stayed on the right path. So, yep. Besides that, though, Wong, kind of just do your thing. There's already many people watching you. You just gotta keep doing what you're doing. Then by the time you're ready, we'll let you know when you're ready. You maybe yourself, you'll know when you're ready. We'll invite you to the top, and we can start doing some things. Start colonizing other planets and stuff. You've got the right mindset. It's just you got to do something about it. Okay, well, what do I want to do right now? Do I want to make money? Make. More like take. How do I? Okay, well, first of all, when it comes to money, money's kind of just pointless to me. It's kind of like, okay, Wong, I'm poor. How do I get money? Well, it's pretty simple. First of all, you got to understand your role and your class. Depending on the echelon you're on, If you're really poor, you're gonna sacrifice your time to help somebody else, which means you work a job. Now, what you do after that is once you get a job with income, you begin saving. So you can live as poor as you want. You save up and compound that cash and then invest into the right assets. And then over time, you'll be all right. A lot of people, a lot of people, not a lot, it's just the general class complain about how the economy's so bad they can't afford to live or something. But it's like, I mean, if I really, really needed to survive and if I really, really needed a lot of money, I would live as poor as possible. And then I would honestly, no joke, food isn't very expensive. It's kind of cheap. If you really think about it, right? The amount of unhealthy foods with so many calories, you can live off that if you're like surviving. It's like, fast food's kind of smart if you think about it from my perspective. My perspective, fast food's pretty smart. You sell it for pretty cheap. Sure, the nutrition's not the highest, all right? Nutrition is not the highest, but the calories is enough to keep you alive. Because in reality, if you're fat, you'll live. Maybe you won't be performing the most, but you'll be alive. We could make more what does the world need right now anyways? The world needs power, energy. We got plenty of those. I want to build like a nuclear reactor in New Zealand. I want to make New Zealand a nuclear reactor facility. It's going to be kind of cool. We should do that. But now that I think about it, how big is a nuclear reactor? It's kind of small. Look how much space we have. Mm, We can make a nuclear reactor somewhere. What is there to do? I want to like explore, but what am I gonna do when I explore? It's kind of like traveling, because when I'm traveling and conquering, what can I do? What do I do there? You know? Because like in traveling now these days, when you travel, you kind of just travel there. You don't. The only mark you put on that place you travel to was you simply just put down social data that you were there and you did such thing. But back in the day, when back in the day with my old self, like the ancient me, I would go there and conquer it and then like at least know, sure, maybe over time it will be unconquered again, but at least in history be like, well, Wong came over here with an army and, killed this many people. He took over for briefly a couple months and then we gained control. But at least now I'm in history. So I guess it's the same for online data now, huh? If I go there and I record it and everything, I've got digital data that I was there and I did such thing. What can I do? Salmon farm? No. What? The only reason you would go to a canal is to have metadata that I caught a salmon there. We could start catching all the fish species. That would be kind of cool. I mean, I did plan to do that before to catch as many fish species as possible on camera. I haven't caught a salmon, so it's kind of like Pokemon, you know? It's kind of like Pokemon where it's like, all right, well, I haven't really caught a salmon yet. No, have not. But then if I go to, this place where it's like you can catch your own salmon, like if you kind of no, but the thing is that with the salmon, sure, you catch your own salmon, but honestly, at the end of the day, right? I've seen people do it in the high country salmon. You can catch your own salmon, but the difference is that you didn't kill it. The worker will kill it for you. You won't get the knife to slit its throat and stuff. So you don't get like the soul. You're not gonna get the soul when you pay to. You're not gonna get the kill. You're not gonna get the kill. I want to get the kill. So kill every single species of fish in New Zealand. Maybe. Did I ever kill that blue cod? Shit! Fuck! I didn't. I let it suffocate. I didn't get the final blow. Oh shit, so that didn't count then, huh? I do know that I got the perch kill. I filleted it live. I know. That's something. Is this rendering now? Did it even export? I swear if this didn't export, then DaVinci's gonna have to step over. Did the file even export? Exports. It didn't even export. Okay, I think the problem with those is that you need to let it render, huh? Should probably ask AI for that real quick. All right, I'll just use a random DeepSeek. No, Deep AI chat. Let me just quickly use something cheap. All right, hello Deep AI. Okay, quick question. Make it fast. Make it fast. Using Mac Mini M4 to export a 3+ hour video at 4K. Raw footage is around 2 terabytes. I clicked export and it shared for like 30% before it stopped. Now, as I look at the screen, it says background render at 11%. My first opinions would be that I should export once the background renders are completed. Do you agree with this? That before that when I do such large projects and data, I should let Final Cut Pro basically render the whole project first until it's got like everything downloaded slash cached to the point where the cache file is near the same size as the raw footage, which is fine because I'm using a Samsung T9 4 TB with 2 TB of video raw data and 2 TB of free space, allowing renders slash caches. So again, to make my point clear and to use your data slash logic before I reattempt to export the project, I should allow the Final Cut Pro's background render to be completed, which may take a few hours, maybe a lot more. But if renders slash caches are done, the export will be almost minutes. Whereas if I try export now at 11% rendered caches, it will take a few hours and then it will continue rendering again. So I'm basically ending up doubling the power usage when I should just wait for the entire render to be done first, right? That kind of makes the logic work out fine. Let me just you're on the right track. You're both the reason you Final Cut Pro. Background caches are crucial for smooth, especially for large 4K logic. When your project shows rendering background, it means that Final Cut Pro is still processing and caching parts of your timeline. If you tend to export before the process is complete, the software will need to render those parts during the export, which can significantly increase the export time and resource usage. Conclusion: yes, I agree with your assessment. It's best to wait until the background render is complete before you attempt the export. This approach minimalizes and redundant processes, conserves power, and should significantly overall reduce exposure. All right, cool, great. Now let's talk about the speed overall. Now, if I simply just look at my Mac Mini specs and activity monitor, only applications open are Final Cut Pro and Activity Monitor. So nothing else stealing anything. Current Mac Mini M4 is spec'd by the following: 256 gigabytes, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 10 core CPU, 10 core GPU, using a external Samsung T9, 4 terabytes. It's currently rendering a 2 terabyte raw footage in 4K or in 4 in OpenGate. Let's see the data real quick. The data is currently in the memory section. It's got 16 gigabytes of RAM. 11 in use. 11 in use with 4 to 5 cached, 0 swaps. 0 swapped. And if I look at the if I open up the CPU, okay. When I open up the CPU, it's around 60 to 80% CPU idle, meaning that only 40 to 20% of the CPU is actually being used. So therefore, the CPU 10 core is not the problem. And then if we come towards the when it comes towards the energy, due to the Mac Mini being, well, a PC, meaning it's directly plugged into a power board slash wall prong, its power is the best it can get. The best it can get, so no bottlenecking. And then when it comes to disk, Okay. Potential bottleneck I can really notice is that due to using a Samsung T9 4 TB external SSD as the main user for the storage, the disk data is saying data read and write are moving around 70 to 200 to 300 megabytes a second, meaning that the disk may not even be bottlenecked because the Samsung T9 is capable of Samsung T9 speeds, read write speeds. Okay, it's capable of up to 2000 in read and write. So therefore, it's not the SSD that's even bottlenecked. Bottlenecked. So, so my conclusion would be that it's simply the Final Cut Pro software itself that is being bottlenecked to a degree, because the Mac Mini M4 is clearly showing that it's more than capable of going faster if itself was the issue. However, due to this data, it's clear that it's more of Final Cut Pro that is the slow one, and upgrading the Mac Mini M4's specs wouldn't change the current results at all. I'll let the AI run that real quick. How's my data analyzing? Did I do good? Did I do good? Did I do pass? Your analyzing of the situation is very thoughtful. Your reasoning makes a lot of sense based on the detailed breakdown. CPU usage is only around 20 to 40 active, so the CPU isn't bottlenecked. Memory usage is 11 used out of. I ran out of water. Drink more water. This speed, your T9 is capable of 2000, but currently read-write speeds are around 300. Suggests that either connection possible USB-C is limiting the thing, but generates not major bottleneck hardware power to. Yep, makes sense. Conclusion: the main bottleneck seems to be Final Cut's internals. Yeah, you kind of thought so. Kind of knew that. Specifically, how efficient it manages rendering, caching, exporting, upgrading. Yeah, upgrading hardware like CPU, RAM, SSD on your Mac Mini won't significantly improve export times if Final Cut Pro itself is the limiting factor. Optimizing within Final Cut Pro, such as ensuring all background renders as complete proxy workflows or optimizing media usage could potentially improve speeds more than hardware upgrades. Yep, sure is. No, that's stupid. All right, well, problem solved there. Seems like patience is the key. Well, okay, hold on. Well, if my theory is somewhat correct, seems like, here's my opinion. If I really, really wanted to speed this up, seems like the most appropriate upgrade wouldn't actually be to get a beefier Mac Mini with higher specs. It would be more like buying another somewhat cheap, not somewhat same spec duplicate slash clone Mac Mini, Mac Mini M4, and basically split the workforce into two. So Mac Mini Alpha 1 would render half. Mac Mini Bravo would render the other half. Well, of course this is scalable, but at the same time, you're gonna have to consider the time and energy it takes to combine them all together too. Because, e.g., if you had like 10 clones, you'd spend more time collecting 1/10 of the video together, etc., etc. Of course, I understand. Of course, at the end of the day, hiring a whole nother human could work as well, but in the ecosystem of a solo, if I really wanted to speed things up, I would simply just buy another Mac Mini M4, or better yet, buy like a MacBook Air M4 with same specs, because they both would be using the same CPU M4 chip, 10 core. Let's see if I'm correct there. Your reasoning spot on. If your goal is to simply is to significantly reduce export times by paralleling the workflow and scaling it at the multiple machines, make perfect sense. Great, I knew it. Panel processing, data merging, yep. Cost and benefit. Buying multiple Mac Minis or similar devices has a cost, but can be justified if time saving are crucial. Software compatibility. Ensure Final Cut Pro and your edX work. Support multi-machine workflow. Yep, it does. It does. It does. Workflow complexity. Managing multiple machines increase complexity, but automation or scripts can shared cache management can help. Alternative approaches. Upgrade the existing Mac Mini, moving higher specs could provide a single more powerful machine that handles the entire workload faster. That's the thing that we already have that won't work. What are you doing? The fun thought to make as a parallel for large time consuming projects. The solo work and investing is that. Yep. Okay. So looks like the rendering and editing things fine. So that problem's done. Second problem is probably continuing to record in ProRes 24/7, which isn't very hard. You just buy more 4 TB SSDs. And from my experience, Samsung T9's SSDs are probably the best. But let's have a look at the market, see what's up, see what kind of markets are there. USB-C external SSD. Okay, we'll look at PBTech, but usually Amazon's the one with the best. Have a look here. Let's see what kind of. I mean, the Samsung T7, T9's pretty good already. Yeah, no need to look at BBTech. SanDisk, Lacy, Forig. Crucial X9's only 2 TB. I'm looking for a 4 TB. Oh look, Crucial XD portable. Crucial. Lacy. Okay, the thing about these companies are that I don't know who they are. Don't know. Philips, no thanks. Okay. Lacy's got a 5 TB, but how fast is this though? Because I don't think the Lacy ones have very good read and write speed, so we'll cut them off. What's the speeds on this? Up to 8 TB? Crucial. Really now? What's your speeds though? What are your speeds? Crucial. Oh wow, they have an 8 TB portable SSD. That's kind of sick. That's actually kind of sick. But how fast is it? Read and write speeds of 2000. Okay, that's actually more than enough. All right, well, that's actually kind of neat. I'm not gonna lie, but again, okay, Crucial's kind of nice. I mean, I've always stuck to Samsung, but only because Samsung's got. I mean, Samsung's got an 8 TB thing. Only thing is though, the 8 TB's significantly slower, so usually I just get the T9 4 TB is the best one I usually get. I already got 2 of these bad boys, so my third one's already. I ordered a third one. That's gonna help, record ProRes footage. Again, though, I mean, at the same time, if I'm out and about, yeah, never mind. So yeah, Samsung T9 is basically the way to go. Well, that's my workflow because I do like Samsung. I don't really know too much about Crucial. Why don't we dig into Crucial's ecosystem for a bit? Let's have a look at the net worth. Crucial Origin, but they're all on the same team anyways. Crucial Origin company. Crucial is American corporation. Micron, we develop upgrade computer history. Crucial is a SSD manufacturer, is it? Becoming a global brand. Uh, World Meet DDR4. Crucial introduced some of the industry first DDR. Okay. Our first SSD, DD, yep, okay. Mac, yep, okay, cool. Alright. We expanded our facility in Scotland. Okay. You know what? Maybe I will consider buying a Crucial SSD for the sakes of it, because looks like they know what they're doing. Looks like they know what they're doing. Yeah, I would buy the Crucial 8 GB X9 to X10. So X10 is like a brand new one too. That's kind of cool. When was the X10 delivery? That's $1,000, but I kinda don't mind it. All right. Well, that's something for me to buy later on, so cool. That is a that's an upgrade. All right, cool. Well, let me put that down in my notes. That the crucial X10 is worthy 8 tera 8 TB SSD is worthy. So that's like an actual worthy upgrade. Not bad. Right, what upgrades are there? What is the purpose again for the upgrades? Oh yeah, to record a bunch of ProRes things of my life. What else is there? Weren't we gonna go on a trip or something? Yeah. We were gonna go to Twizel and stuff, but again, what am I supposed to do there? Just catch a salmon live, kill it, get its soul, maybe. What other fish can I kill again? New Zealand fish list. Uh, fish species. Oh, look at this. Whoa, this is kind of. Whoa, okay. I need to kill a kahawai. I could do that. I thought I killed this, but I don't think I actually technically killed it because I didn't slit its throat. It's alright. Should have done that though. Okay. Uh, is that really what a fish? I think there's a bit more species than that. Saltwater fish. Garnet, lean, blue nose. Thought I killed some perch. Is perch not on here? Whatever. Enemic. Sulf, sand flounder. Freshwater fish, Chinook salmon. A rainbow trout doesn't count? Okay. Alright, let's go try kill some fish then, huh? Okay. I want to kill we should probably try kill a okay. I know how to kill a barracuda, that's pretty easy to find. Brown trout, I kind of know where they are, at the same time I don't. Trevally, I know where to catch a trevally. We can easily catch a trevally. Hmm. Okay, Killer Trevally, Kingfish, I don't know where to kill. Snapper, thank you, Butterfish. Golden Snapper, Albacore, Trump Yacht, Leatherjack, Yellowfin Tuna. Okay, we can kill a yellow eye mullet. That's pretty easy. Oh, gray mullet too. I could do that too. I can do all that. A Porhay, I don't know. A Sound Flounder, I've seen them before. A Sole. I think I've caught a baby sole before. Chinook Salmon, they're gonna be annoying to find and very hard. Lemonfish, I can kill that. That's pretty easy. Blue Mocky, that's kind of difficult. I'll figure it out. Blue Nose, don't know. Ling, no. John Doe, no. Red Garnet, sure. I think I'll be able to manage that. A Huck, that's a boat. Kahawai, that is very easy to kill. I know where to find them. They're everywhere. Blue Cod, I don't have a boat. I don't have a boat for Hooky as well. Orange Ruffy. Alright. Well, the weather's good to fish. I just need to find a decent spot to kill them. Intermission. Hey! Where would I go to kill these guys? Where would I go? I would I'll need a place to kinda like I'll need a place to bait fish. Honestly, I would probably bait fish in a river, because the river seems like a good spot to burley up and just chill and catch 'em all and stuff. I'm gonna end up catching, like, eels and things. Uh, I could There's a lot of places to explore, especially with the radar. We can go anywhere we want. We can even go today. It's only 1:30. 13:30. Correct, Sean. There's like something called a Stanks River where okay, there's also a nature reserve. Okay. Apparently over here is also some fish. Again though, but then people. Main problem with fishing is like it's just the people is annoying. Their render's quite fast. Okay. Well, where would I go? There is a spot I haven't gone to before, but I feel like it's gonna take a while to drive to. There's a jetty. There is a jetty over here, but it's so far away, and I can't really put my car next to it, so it's kind of annoying. Can I take my car somewhere? Is there a place I can chill at, camp at? Don't really think there is. Something at South Shore. Let me check the tides real quick. What are the tides? Is it outgoing or incoming? Storm warning? What you talking about? High tide is at okay. Alright. It's actually incoming tide right now. Alright, got it. there's nowhere to really fish, eh? I mean, yeah, no, there's again though, we're only fishing to kill, huh? I'm not really fishing for food, am I? I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm fishing in murder. I want to kill some species of fish, kill them on camera, slit their throats, and like get the soul. So at least I'll have video footage that I murdered it. River flows 100 though, so it's pretty fast over there. Maybe there's another spot that I can go to. See, I'm trying to think of a spot. Could go to brand new spots. Can I can I even travel over here? Is this a residence area? Ah, this place looks like if I drive here, I'll get jumped. Oh, nice. I understand that like there's a lot of spots, but the real risk is the other humans. The other humans are like probably the worst. This guy got a kayak and just kayaked around. Okay, huh. Let's see here. I do know that there is like, yeah, there's a pier there. I guess the real isolation would be like to go on a boat or a kayak or something, but I don't want to do that. And the thing is, once I catch a species, that's it. I don't really want to catch it again. Just catch it, kill it. What kind of purpose is that going to give though? It's just going to be like, the only purpose it would give it would be some kind of, be like, oh, I killed it. Now what? Shit. It's like a trophy, it's like hunting trophy. Kill every single species so we can go to galactic territories. It's incoming tide as well, so I can't really drive on the beach. If I drive on the beach, I'll get, I'll die. Not die, but you know what I mean. I'll simply just get stranded. Sphinx River. Okay. No, people actually drove their car up there. Maybe, but don't think there's gonna be any fish there. We can always try. Nah, I hate fishing at the pier. Too many people. I hate it. Stay away from me. I gotta find a spot. I mean, currently my spot to catch a lot of fish is at this like boat dock. There's also another spot over here, but you have to walk quite a distance. But the river flows too fast. You also don't want rocks. Why do I want to fish? Okay, the only reason I'm fishing is because I want to kill him. I just want to tick it off the list. Be like, oh, killed that one. Tick. Next. What's there to kill now? Okay, well, what kind of problems have we solved in this hour? Right. solve the Mac Mini problem. Just let it render. Future-proof upgrade for the Crucial X10, so 8 GB SSD. Got that down. Oh, we still need to find purpose or something. Alright. Should I go browse X? I could browse X, but X has got a bunch of dumb shit. Fucking hate X. Nah, I don't even want to look at it. What's a good thing, good spot, something? Let's see here. Maybe we have to go far out and go on an actual. Maybe we need to actually like just leave somewhere and just camp there for the day, for the night. Maybe what kind of fish is that lake? Birdlings Flat. Oh wait, we went there before. That place kinda sucks. I already caught an eel on camera. What else did it do? Oh, my screen was sorry, my bad. Boom! We're alive. Birdling Flat really has nothing here. I do know that there is like a lake here. What what kind of fish even is in Lake Fortron? What kind of fish can you catch? Let's see. What kind of fish can you catch there on targets and things? At Lake 14, you can brown trout, eels, whitebait, flounder. Ask privately. Uh, Flounder? Which parts of the lake? Continue. Shut up. I'm using Firefox. Flounder fishing at Lake 4th? Really? White flower. Uh, let's see. Sea trout. European perch. I don't want to catch those though. But maybe I will. I haven't actually caught them before. Sea trout. Sea trout. Brown trout, you mean? European perch. Okay. I mean, we could catch him. I know. I think I know how to catch him. Use bait. All right. There's nothing actually at the lake, but where else can I go? Can I go over here? Oh, I don't know if I've never been here before. Hmm. Kind of big. Not gonna lie. Apparently, Birdling Flats is a good spot to fish. Rakaya. Is there anything over here? I've never been there before, so I don't actually know. Saltwater Creek. That's a long way away. It's like an hour's drive. Now, I am kind of curious though. Lake Coleridge. Can I fish there? What lives in here? Hmm. Okay. Do I even want to go here though? How am I supposed to get there? You can't even drive there. This is 2018. Wow. Just a massive lake. It's just a massive lake. Uh, what about Lake Tikabo? I noticed fish in the canals. Just don't know if there's anything in the lake. There should be some in the lake. Brown trout, rainbow trout, salmon. Yeah, but they're more like in the canals, not really in the. They're not really, you know, Lake Apukakaki. Lake Benmore. Fuck. Okay, well, isn't it true that you have a way higher chance at catching a salmon, trout, and rainbow trout in the canals that have the farmed salmon in cages? Ah, okay, but I mean, what was the whole point of fishing was to kill him. A lot of places to go. Only thing is, it just takes a while to drive towards the canals, but we could always just camp in the van and sleep. It's not hard. Not hard at all. I would probably, uh, uh, wait, where's the canals again? Twizel. Right, if I ever do go, I would probably just like camp. No, this place is too hard to land a fish. Way too hard to land a fish. Too dangerous to land a fish. I'd say my best bet's probably right here. Just like sleep in the van over here with some bait out. Yeah, right here. That's a good spot. This here is not a good spot. Too elevated, too high. This spot is kind of the sweet spot because you just have to walk and you're good. Uh-huh. Gonna have to bring a gun with me. Again, what am I doing? Wait, why are we trying to catch fish again? We're just trying to catch him so I can kill him and I can take him off the board. I could just go, oh yeah, got it, tick, next. Because once they catch it and kill it, I'm never gonna go back because I don't need food. I'm killing them for the sport, for the on, for the blood. I just want to kill it so then I can go in the future and kill aliens and stuff. I'll be like, well, I killed all the fish, so next. Uh, literally just to kill them. Okay. Besides that, though, what else is there? Okay, I was looking at the fishing stuff, but I mean, you pretty much just use bait and a whole bunch of ultralights, and you just cast a whole bunch out and just burly up the whole place and treat them. I want to test out that strategy though. I'm not gonna lie, because currently we've caught a whole bunch of rainbow trout. No, yeah, we've caught a whole bunch of rainbow trout using that method. A bunch of shrimp, cut up pieces, burly it out, and then using like really, really small gram jigs, catch them and stuff. That's kind of the method, but I want to prove it in another condition because the lake now is closed, so we can't really go to that lake. Uh, need a spot. Need a spot. Hmm. A lot of the fish are out in the open. Dude, the world's so huge. The map's massive. The map is insanely massive. and we're only targeting New Zealand species of fish. There's a bunch of shit in the whole entire world. Oh my goodness. Ecosystem's so huge. It's so huge. Oh yeah, I need to think of something. What can we do what can we do that will help? I mean, again, the main goal is to really expand out of Earth and, you know, conquer the other aliens and stuff. Just that we have no common enemy. Yeah, that's the problem. There's no common enemy. There's no common enemy for humans. So we kind of just end up attacking each other. You know, Jeremy Wade's caught a lot of rare fish, but the thing about him is that he doesn't kill them. He just catches. It's kind of like Steve Irwin, like this is this, but I want to murder them and kill it on camera. I want to prove that I can kill lots of species. It's like a video game. World's massive. Absolutely massive. How many fish species are in the world anyways? How many fish species are in the... Huh? Need to find something. Far out. Bro, I need to find some. I mean, I could just go to video games, but like video games are... I want to do something with the elites, but I need to prove myself by becoming somebody. How do I do this? I already caught an eel and killed it on stream, so eels are not very hard to kill. Whitebait is just a stupid little fish. Mm, 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 mm. And most of the fish are in the deep sea water. And I need to record in max ProRes. And there's nowhere to really camp, is there? Can I even like... I don't even think you can go camping. Where would I even go camping, bro? I think I've been here before. I think I have. I think I've traveled up it before. I just never recorded it. Uh, it's nothing. Yeah. All right, near Lake Coleridge, near like, isn't there a water stream or river type area where salmon will travel upwards to? I'm not talking about a river. I'm talking about the tighter streams near the hills. What time of the year will they be there? Late spring, November. It's November. But at a certain point, the salmon will die in the area. Sh- Holy shit. They go fucking all the way up there. Yeah, no, that's out of our capabilities. No, Picton's way too far away. You got me messed up thinking I'm gonna go to Picton. Fuck off. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I can use the train. Where am I gonna sleep though? Fuck. I'm gonna end up sleeping on the streets. Let me check how much a train costs. $260. I don't want to go on the train though. Isn't it I'm gonna get like fucking stabbed and shit? Holy crap, these packages are so expensive. What? A train ticket to Kaikoura is $750. What? Holy. Okay. Uh, is there can I get a train? Oh, sorry. Is this mic working? Sorry. Can I get a train ticket to like Tekapo? Cause like driving sucks. I mean, driving's okay, I guess. I get to bring a car. There's nowhere to go. I don't even want to fish anymore. It's too annoying. It's like it's like once they catch the fish and kill it, I'm still gonna have to like There's literally nowhere to go. I am so bored right now. I'm just eating extra carbs because I've got nothing fucking better to do right now. Got myself some more cereal. What can I do right now? Should I dare go travel? Where would I even go? I think that's why I'm eating food because I'm trying to think of something, but no. Shit, now I'm bored again. What am I supposed to do? I don't even know why I ate that. I'm gonna get fat. GG. It's like the only edible thing. Oats. Huh? I mean, do I really want to play games? When I play a game, what do I even do? I basically just entertain people. cure their boredom. I've got nothing to do. I should watch Wong play this game. Did I take away like 1 hour of their time? What do they even do? What can I do that helps the world? How do I achieve that? Okay. Okay, if I play a video game, what does that do? Well, I spend, let's say, 2 hours on playing games, 2 hours on video edit, so total 5 hours for additional stuff. Okay. I spend 5 hours and produce a 2 hour video. I use 5 hours of my time, and it takes one person 2 hours of their time to watch me do all that. So I solve my boredom by playing video games and recording it and editing it. So then the other person who's also bored spends their time watching me. So then I get 2 hours from them, but that one person can duplicate and multiple into thousands. So I put 5 hours in, and then I get 2,000 hours, and then but then doesn't what does that do? The only thing that does is just distract the or it doesn't distract, but it keeps a certain group of people, away from boredom to a degree. I can't sit on a beach and do nothing. This got to be something to do. But what's limiting me from doing that? Money, technically. I mean, technically, what can we do that like gives us a good chance to enslave aliens, enslaves enslave the lower class first with robots and stuff? Okay. Then what? Okay, enslave the human class and then expand to another planet, full one system in Earth for humans, and then begin conquering other planets and stuff. So how do I help do that? Shit, how do I help do that? I don't own a, not the CEO. What am I? How do I do that? How do I do that? How do I do that? Basically, you got to build a company and then invest money into workers. But I don't want to work with the humans. I want to work with robots. That's why I'm solo. I literally rather trust a robot than the human, but I know that the robot is controlled by a human. But at least I know that that robot that is controlled by the human is part of the elites, so to a degree it's okay. That's the monthly game. Stray, cars, and tabs. Really? I never got the October monthly games because I never touched the consoles on November, October. Damn. What is this?
War is upon us, General, and you must take command. On the field, there's no second chance. Orders must be given clearly. Timing, position, and discipline will decide the day. Before a single shot is fired, your work begins. Arming the men, equipping them for the road ahead. Supplies, uniforms, and standards are yours to set. 5 nations march to war, each with its own command, customs, and doctrine. You'll cross villages and forests, back roads and battlefields. Supplies will dwindle, the men will tire, and yet, you must press on. If you make it far enough, you'll raise more than a division. You'll raise an army. Just be sure you can hold it together. Strategize. Survive and lead your men to glory. Become the master of command.
Hmm. That is kind of convincing. I mean, it's alright, but then at the same time, in the future wars, it's basically whoever strikes first wins. There's no strategy in the future. Strike first, ask questions later, enslave them first. Because they're wars against humans and stuff. Hmm. Yo, the music's so shut up. Dude, the world's so boring. Right. That's it. I've lost my mind. That's it. I lost my mind. That's it. I'm fuck it. I am I've lost so much of my mind right now. Like there's literally nothing. No wonder people eat so much. I'm just gonna fuck it. I'm gonna be eating tomorrow's carbs right now because I don't know. Just like what is the this is what happens. I've lost my mind. I'm just gonna eat all my carbs now. Screw it. Just gone absolutely baboos crazy. I've lost my mind. I have literally lost my mind. I've lost my mind. I'm just eating a whole bunch of carbs. I gotta move the microwave. Actually, just losing my mind eating all the carbs. Bro, I don't know. I'm going so crazy. I'm gonna eat the entire box. Screw it. Bro, no way. Guess where the carb's gone, bro? Huh. $3 now. It's 3 o'clock. Alright. After eating all those carbs, I think I've made up my mind. I gotta find purpose or something.
specifically about the puppets we had. Of course, the semibot was remote controlled. While I was editing a museum hinting about the human group, we casted.
Wait, Reaper got an update 4 days ago? Wait a minute, 4 days ago. We should do that. Okay, repo. Alright, well, here's the current setup I'm looking at. We got repo. We got StarCraft 2. Repo, StarCraft 2. Oh, look, the render's done. Took about a time. It took its time. Okay, if the render's done, then I can export it without a problem. By the way, you can buy these in you can buy very good in Monstera so cheap now. Holy shit! Wow, the price of them have dropped so much because some they bred it out of the rarity exotic market. Now it's a common plant, peasant plant. Before it was a rarity. Someone bred the shit out of it. Now it's a peasant plant, just like the rest of them. I need to find something to like kind of actively sell because soon Neo's gonna come as my robot slave, so I need some kind of thing for it to do. What do I even need the robot to do as a slave? I could put it in a giant greenhouse and then have it do work. Mm, I needed to actively be doing something though. What's the most selling? What's the most selling high-end demand plant? How long did it take to grow? What kind of fish is popular selling? What's the most selling? Who the fuck would buy rats? What? Damn, the prices of fish have gone absolutely bonkers. What? Sorry. Hold on a minute. There's no way there's a Pacu in New Zealand. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's Pacus in. Ah, they'll die in the winter. Okay. Makes sense, because I was gonna say makes sense, because I was gonna say if Peku were allowed in Z, they would be in lakes. They would be in lakes, etc., because people would release them into the wild when they get too big, like in America. But if NZ winter is too cold for Pacu, that's why they don't exist in the wildlife ponds, because they'll die. Yeah, I was gonna say, no way Pacus were allowed. Well, they are, but I guess they can't survive the winter, so they'll die. The fuck is a cigar fish? Cigar shark. Uh, uh, okay. Yeah. Lame. It's a goddamn carp. Okay. Uh-huh. There's nothing really interesting here. Nothing. Nothing interesting. Oh, I used to have tinfoil bobs. Man, I used to have tinfoil bobs. They just That's kind of sad to see. Man, I used to have these guys. Such a cool fish to have. Too bad owning fish is like a pain in the ass. But though, that was insane. Featherfin, I used to own that as well. He did. R.I.P. He gone. Cherry bobs are kind of cool. Do people actually still buy aquarium plants? There's no way the market for these are insane. Maybe they still are. Don't think the market's alive. Wow. I don't think so. Well, I'll be damned. It looks like, I don't know, people still be selling Vallisneria. That was like the hype aquarium plant. Val Vallisneria. Did I spell it wrong? Vallisneria? Vallisneria. What? No one's selling Vallisneria? I swear I just saw it though. It's right here. Look, people selling Vallisneria. I used to grow that plant. I never sold any though. I never sold anything. Just dumped it. Yeah, the CO2 kits are insane. Wow. The Vallisneria, the live plant. Wow, live plants are the market for them, but it's gone. Fair enough. Everyone will just buy plastic ones anyways. Yeah, people are just gonna buy fake ones. Probably the way to go. I'm gonna be real. Duckweed. Or the goldfish eat the duckweed. There is no more duckweed. Goldfish eat duckweed. Uh-huh. Twisted Vallisneria is not that cool. I like the normal ones. Careful. Plant market's gone. One day reserves. What are people bidding on? What are people bidding on? Car, camera, bike, fishing rod, house on tiny home on wheels, Skodas and cars and MacBook Pro 16. Ew, that's old. What? Nissan, Ford. Nothing really peaking of any interest. Man, the market sucks. Nothing good live to sell. That looks like you would die if you use this. Yeah, GG. You're just dead. You're just straight up dead if you use that in the sea. Maybe in the lake, but you straight up dead. Did I just say a tuk-tuk? Mobile food and coffee cart. Hold on now. Man, the market here sucks. There ain't nothing good. Why is that fishing rod $1,000 dues? Tuk-tuk. Tuk-tuk. PUBG! PUBG! Oh my god. Oh my god, it's actually PUBG. Okay, stop. Shut up. Fuck off. Charizard, huh? Yo, there really ain't nothing. Straight up nothing, I tell you. Straight up nothing to sell. What was the whole purpose of the stream again? I don't know. I've just kind of been sitting here. I ate yesterday's carbs. I'm planning to do some push-ups and some no. I'm planning to do some dips and pull-ups and maybe collect some sun. Then I'm gonna go bike for like an hour or two. You know, burn off some of the carbs because I've just been sitting here doing nothing except talking and like browsing stuff. I mean, there really ain't nothing around here. Nothing to sell. Oh, hold on now. Mirage? Whoa. That car's cooked. Steam machine. Looks cheap. By the way, look at this. I found something on PBTech that might be kind of interesting. I was looking at it and I was like, there's no way that's real, right? Alright. I saw something on PBTech that caught my interest a tiny, tiny bit. Just a teeny tiny bit. Found it. Scooters. Scooters. Yo, you can literally buy a. Think you're gonna need a license for the Suron. You're definitely gonna need a license for that, right? Top speed 55.
I just got my hands on the brand new Suron Hyper B, and this is currently the first one in the UK, and it's part of the brand new 20, which doesn't look that well built for a bike, but on this thing, I feel it's going to be the best day on earth. Come on. Whoa. Oh my god, it's so fast. Oh. It's kind of too powerful.
That Suron's gonna get stolen. Yeah, I was looking at this. Max speed is 40. You see, the Xiaomi scooters max speed is 25, but the Segway scooter is 40 kilometers max speed. That's kind of insane. Sorry. Oh, I just ear raped everyone. My bad. Not gonna lie, I would considering how bad traffic is recently in New Zealand, if you're not gonna go long distance, you might actually want to get a scooter or something. Only problem is how to lock it when you arrive at your destination. That's why getting delivery is always the best. What kind of jobs are there? Oh, what kind of jobs are there anyways? Category, I don't really know. What is the latest jobs? People saying that they're running out of jobs, but there's probably some. Damn, people actually. Dude, there's so many jobs. Parking officer. Is there one that gives me like an hour, pay me hourly, not annually? Hourly. From any to 150. Go. I mean, what am I doing? I don't even need a job. I'm just kind of curious on what they looking for. Drivers, support workers, more slaves. Yeah, no leaving. What? Junior networking engineer. Drive-through team member. B train drivers. I don't know. I have a driver license. I don't really have a truck license, but it's like, man, they really want like people with full experiences. How do you even hold on a minute? I'm kind of curious. I'm just what am I doing? I don't even know. I'm just being nosy. In New Zealand, let's say you've had a full driver's license for 3 to 4 years. Uh, how does one actually get to drive trucks? E.g., looks like there's a very high demand in level 4 to 5, whatever truck drivers in NZ, but how does one even get to drive a truck? Boring. People are just looking for truck drivers, but like, bro, what you talking about? Production team leader. Meh, 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 meh. Toyota. What is this? Huh. Traffic controller. Can I even if if you start looking at these jobs properly, you realize that none of them, all of the ones that can use AI is not even there. These are all physical labor, manual labor, manual slave labor. That's what they're looking for, because if they can replace, if they, man, registered teacher, my goodness me. There's all sorts of jobs. Like, honestly, getting a job can't be that hard. Just apply to all of these and then walk in person and be charismatic, and then you're good to go. Hey, I'll work this job. I don't have the qualifications, but I'm a hard worker. Seriously. Yeah, whatever. Man, today's so boring. So what do? We just ate a bunch of carbs. We debated on whether or not. Oh yeah, we did the little Steam thing. Debated driving towards just to catch a salmon. Not worth it. And I mean, the weather's good. We did the AI chat. Okay, so what do we do today? We fixed the Mac Mini problem, kind of. We looked at future SSDs, and then the last part we kind of just went crazy and ate a bunch of carbs and then just browsed bullshit. Nothing really entertaining or worth saving as a VOD. Kind of just chilling. Yeah, there was nothing really much about it. Try to find purpose. I mean, what am I saying? It's like trying to find a way to like be kind of like, how do I say this? Need some kind of I would say not exactly sure. Yeah, we're just back into that loop of like, what can we do to improve the world? The ecosystem is really large. Honestly, at the current moment, I really just see myself recording myself and seeing how things go. We've got the daily kind of, you know, Earthlog stuff going on. What else do we have? That's honestly really about it. We've got the Earthlog stuff going on, but besides that, we need to find something more things to do because we've kind of completed quite a lot of stuff already. Now, when it comes to the Earthlog stuff, let's have a look here. How many files is this thing used up? 500. 500. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's kind of it today. There's nothing really we didn't really do much, honestly. We kind of just ate carbs, and now I'm gonna go do some dips, do some pull-ups, and then I'm gonna go on the bike for like an hour or two, and then I'm assuming for the rest of the day I'm just gonna edit Earthlog and then see what happens. So yeah, tomorrow no carbs. Oh yeah, tomorrow no carbs. It is what it is. So yeah, no games. Again, killing all the fish is kind of okay, but at the same time it's like, man, you know what I mean? I bet y'all probably. I bet you guys want to see me play games, huh? Maybe I will. Maybe I should. I mean, yeah. I'll see how it goes. Let me know in the comments if you actually watched this or not. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate y'all. See you guys next time. Bye bye.